Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Dialogues with Steph. Shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, my second channel. And welcome to Dialogues with Steph. So today, this is just going to be a session with just me. I have no co-stars today, but that will change over time. This is the first installment, so let's get it jumping. I'm going to allow this to authentically flow as best as possible because what this channel is supposed to represent is authenticity, is vulnerability and openness. So I feel like the best way to start this is to really talk about how creativity has changed. If you don't know me by my original channel, which is Stefano Gabbana, that was a channel that I created probably back in 2015. Honestly, longer than that, but I started posting more consistently and professionally, I would like to say, in 2015. My video, aka concept, went super viral in 2017. The 90s styling your hair, box braids, whatever, that went viral. I was on Pinterest, I was on Google, I'm probably still on Google now. And those times were a really great time for Black women and Black girls in beauty. YouTube was a platform that really allowed creatives to be creative. And what I'm seeing right now, which is what makes it so difficult for me to coexist in these times, is that if it's not luxury, if it's not BBL, if it's not, I just bought a new home, I just bought a new car, I just bought this new Benz, if it's not these things, then it's like people don't really want to watch. And, of course, there are people who are lifestyle vloggers and stuff like that. But of course, many times we often see, and I don't know if you guys have been able to see this, but there is something performative about vlogging these days. And I think that takes away from the authenticity of the creativity, And I try to assimilate. I've done vlogs in the past and, I did them out of me wanting to vlog, me having something to do to show that is, I guess, worthy of a vlog, But now things are just so performative that it's creating a mental crisis for influencers. I remember when we didn't even have a name for that. You weren't even called an influencer. You were called a YouTube guru or a makeup. You were called a guru of whatever you mastered on YouTube. You guys remember that time? You were called the makeup guru. You were called the fashion guru. But we were never called influencers. And then that word came, influencer and content creator and digital creator. And it's like, what happens to those that, I guess you can consider as OGs? What happens to those? If we notice, OGs don't even get on YouTube anymore. They don't even get on YouTube anymore. Peak Mill, not on YouTube no more. Jackie Ina, she comes on YouTube once in a glimpse of a while. And of course, because we do have other social platforms that have now emerged, like TikTok. That was not a thing. And TikTok and Reels, along with Instagram, has now cultivated a place where you don't need to sit down and watch someone's 15-minute vlog when you can watch a mini vlog on a Reel or a TikTok for 5 seconds. And to think that content has now made shorter and shorter and shorter as time goes on, you miss out on the essence of the person. You miss out on the essence of the personality. You miss out on the essence of the vibe. And, that was what was so unique about YouTube back then. It was that, granted, we all could be doing the same thing, but what made people subscribe to your channel, what made people fall in love with you, what made people want to support you was the vibe. It was you authentically being yourself. And, now a lot of influencers are battling with depression because they're dealing with FOMO. If they're not posting consistently, it means that they're missing out. It means that they're not doing something right. If you're not consistent in this luxurious lifestyle, we don't want to watch you no more. you're not good enough. You're not making content that is worth watching. And you know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is what I ask all the time when it comes to stuff like this. At what cost? At what cost? You see influencers who are so young, who are in their early 20s experiencing burnout from trying to keep up with a lifestyle that is almost unrealistic unless you're damn near famous. And let's be real, majority of these influencers are not famous. They don't have famous people money. There are some influencers who are making bands. We're not going to cap over here. But then there are also those who are they're not making bands. They have to pump out content over and over again and do these sponsor videos over and over again to really make bands. And let's be honest though, people don't make a whole bunch of money off of YouTube. It's the sponsorships that they make bands from. So if people are not coming to you to get sponsors, then are you really making money? And so, you know, you have viewers who are irritated that, listen, y'all are always making these corny sponsored, but it's like, if they don't make the sponsored content, they're not going to get paid. See, back then when we were doing YouTube, it was really easy to fit in our sponsorship with our authentic content because we were so authentically creating the demand that sponsorships automatically had to align with our content. For example, if, you know, for me, you know, I came on the platform and I did a lot of hair and hair reviews and stuff like that. So naturally that created a demand for hair companies to have more hair sponsorships, which would already align with the content that I'm already creating because I already do my hair. Now it's just like weird stuff. Like you'll have an influencer who is just doing a day in their life and, you know, maybe they're cleaning up. It's like a cleanup type of vlog. And all of a sudden they're sponsoring an entire mattress. Although that fits, to me, it just seems a little extreme. And I think I just missed the time when things used to flow, when things were fun. I don't feel like content creating is fun anymore. I don't feel like people are having fun, and I personally stopped having fun on my platform because I was trying to assimilate to what this new air is on YouTube. And another thing YouTube has done is because whatever Instagram has done, YouTube felt like they needed to compete. So now you have YouTube where they're creating algorithms, they're creating paid ads and paid sponsorships and paid promo, clickbait. Y'all remember the clickbait era. It's still an era now. How many times do you click a vlog that you see that the thumbnail is super nice and super pleasing, almost looks like something out of a magazine, and you watch the vlog and it doesn't feel like it was what was on the cover of the magazine? I mean, I'm sure a lot of us can raise our hands on that. You're expecting the content to be like at a 10 because of what you saw in the thumbnail. And then you click the actual content and it's boring. Those are the times we're in now, where deception is a thing, where there's a lack of culture for just living a normal life. No one's life appears to be normal anymore. And then that gets people, supporters, and other people. What does that say to supporters? What does that say to people who are subscribed to you? Are they failing at life if they're not, you know, gaining all these things and getting all these things? And you really have to sit back and dissect what's real and what's really not real. And only the strong survive there, because there are people who really can't see that thin line between real and fake. And so I asked myself, like, I don't even know how to show up on this platform anymore because I can't fake it. I'm actually creative. I actually create things with my hands. I actually create things with my mind. I actually write out creative things. Like I flow of creativity. But to almost dim my light on this platform that was once a place for me to cultivate a support group that enjoyed my creativity, it seemed like there was no win for me. And so I had to get off I literally told myself, I'm gonna have to give my main channel a break. I'm gonna have to give my main channel a break because I don't want to false advertise. I want to stay and remain my authentic self. And not everybody got it like that. There are still people out here that are still struggling. There are still people out here that are still trying to get it. And I think to myself, what happened to the times when we created the culture, not the culture creating things for us? Things seem a little bit backwards right now, and history does always repeat itself, and of course it's going to come around in full circle. But in the meantime, it's just like, where does the creative that doesn't have this lifestyle, doesn't live this lifestyle, what platform do they showcase on? Because Instagram is pretty much a business as well. TikTok is fun, but TikTok is also a business as well. And YouTube is rightfully a business as well. So at this point, it's just like, where do we go? Where do we go and what do we do? And of course, to pretty much answer that question, simply is, do what makes you happy. Do what feels good. Do what the Lord is telling you to do. Do what you know in your heart you're supposed to do. And I think I just have to come to terms with the fact that for this moment in time right now, I can't really coexist how I was when I first came on this platform. And I have to come to terms with the fact that this is a different time in an era of YouTube, and this is just what it is now. There are a lot of people who were my peers that, were YouTubing the time that I was YouTubing. So many people have fell off. So many people have given up. So many people do not show up on their platform anymore. And I'm sure you guys know this already. Some of your faves that you used to watch all the time have not been on their platform for years. They've went on to do other things. And it sucks because when you talk to those creators, those creatives, you're always going to hear in their voice how passionate they were. But it wasn't a place that we even knew that we could cultivate some type of financial stability from. We really were winging it and doing it for fun. And so now that there is some type of financial gain, real financial gain, financial stability, a career out of YouTubing, it's like if you didn't follow the wave, then you kind of got lost. And a lot of OGs have had to come to terms with that. A lot of OGs have had to just do other things that they're passionate about. And I think that's what it is for me too. I've come to a place where I'm ready to start doing the other things that I'm passionate about and giving it out to the world. And so hopefully this conversation touched you. Hopefully you can relate with it. It's like everybody's a creative now, so anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of Dialogues with Steph. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Tell me how you feel about what's happening around right now. Love you guys. See you soon.